Hi, my name is Jorge Carrillo. I'm going to talk about the climate change and the role of international companies. On January 14, 2021, Pepsi Company announced plans to switch to renewable sources of electricity in all of its company-owned and controlled operations around the world by 2030, and require that all its franchise and third-party operations meet the 100% renewable goal by 2040. Pepsi is one of the multinationals that have pledged its commitment to stop the climate change and its impact on the global warming. More than 1,000 companies are working with the Science Based Targets initiative to reduce their emissions in line with climate science. Some of them are Amazon, Ford, Facebook, Walmart, BMW, the Kraft Heinz. They are setting the bar very high and leading by example. But why climate change is relevant to international business and globalization? Globalization is not without risks. When companies undertake international business, they are routinely exposed to four major risks: cultural risk, country risk, currency risk, and commercial risk. The firm must manage this risk to avoid performance breakdowns, reputation loss, or other adverse consequences. Climate change may impact many of the areas in the diagram shown. Companies are challenged by their stakeholders, consumers, customers, associations, regulators, etc., about the measures against climate change. They do not expect or will accept any longer short-term cost-saving actions. They demand concrete and full commitment that stops the impacts of the climate change. According to the latest climate survey 2019-2020 performed by the European Investment Bank, for Europeans and Chinese respondents, climate change is the biggest challenge. Americans worry more about access to health services. The people's perception is that companies are not doing enough against climate change. That puts more pressure in those international companies that haven't even started, and for those that have done it, put them in a better competitive position. Social responsibility and environmental commitment give international companies a better competitive advantage. The international companies are facing a lot of challenges in the countries they operate, and even more in those places where the social responsibility and environmental conscience is more advanced. Nowadays, it is a must to have environmental commitment and clear policies against climate change. The risks to avoid are, but not limited to, stronger regulations and special taxes, operational impacts of extreme weather events or supply sources caused by water scarcity, potential liability for emitting greenhouse gases, higher insurance premiums, negative publicity, etc. By contrary, the opportunities for international businesses are competitive advantage against competitors, reduced insurance premiums, positive publicity, increase of brand reputation, increase of consumer base and consumer loyalty, tax exemptions, etc. The longer-term strategic perspective for all international companies should be understand the risk climate change presents to business and opportunities that may lie in becoming part of the solution. Assess the scale of necessary emissions reductions and the levers that are key to achieving them. Calculate how much will emission reduction and adaptation efforts cost. Position the risks and opportunities of climate change within the governance structures to ensure a strategic, measurable approach. Thank you.